See if I'm up. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah. Um, it's like basically Easter resurrection. So I might as well resurrect myself and pop back out and go over some things that I've been seeing. And it's like, okay, I see they got that from me. So yeah, I just want to come back and kind of like go over some things. Just a quick video. Um, Hopefully I can come back and do some more videos. But for right now, I just wanted to jump up and just start talking about like a couple things I've been seeing. Um, let me see. What is going on? No. What happened? Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Just so, how's everybody been doing? What's been going on? What's tea? Like, what have I been missing? Like, I see there's a lot of new characters on the scene. It's a lot of new people that's on the scene. Um, I did wanted to talk about that probably. I don't know. I'm trying to X this out. Like, whatever, bro. Let me see. Yeah, so have y'all seen like the social media lately where they're talking about China and how they all the designer bags or whatever is coming from basically the same factories? Who was the first person to say that? Like who was the first person to really say, yo, all this stuff is coming from the same spot, right? Me. So I did want to come up and kind of talk about China and how they were basically saying that everything is coming from their factories because literally there's no factories anywhere else. That's why it's basically coming from China. But the fact that Italy and Mulan and all these other places that has like these designer labels are in there are not the ones that's actually doing the work. They're actually forwarding it over to China to create. Now, don't get me wrong. There are different grades of the designer that they're making. It's like different materials. You could get like cheaper material, then you get like even if you get the good material, it's still not the same exact material that's coming from Mulan in Italy. And the Chinese guy that was on TikTok was kind of basically saying like they are importing their leather and their threading and they're sending it to their factories to compose and construct and then they send it back. So let's not let that go over our heads. So, even if China does use their good fine leather and their good fine stitching, it still is not going to be the exact same thing that Italy is sending to them. But nonetheless, it is being composed and constructed and made by the Chinese in their factory. So that's the point. That's why when they're doing replicas, even if it's not of the best same quality that Italy is sending to them, it's still the same exact design to the T. It's just a difference of the materials, whether it's Chinese good material replica or cheap material replica. It's still the same master key of the design that's being created because they are the designers, and that is a fraud. Even if Italy and Milan in France is sending better materials for China to create their bags with, it still is a fraudulent on their end because they're not the actual designers. They're the ones, they're collecting material and sending it to people to design. That doesn't make you a designer. That actually makes you not the designer. The designer is the one that composes the actual bag or outfit or whatever. So I will give it to China that, hey, you are the composers, you are the designers of these designer bags. But at the same time, y'all don't have access to that whatever kind of cow they skinning over there, whatever kind of, because even if you buy their really good quality bags, which I have done, I don't really indulge in fake bags and stuff. No, but I did it at one point mad long ago, but that I be having phases, so I'm done with that phase. So I don't purchase like replica bags anymore. But when I was purchasing the replica bags, I realized that they do have cheap versions that I just did not really like. I would probably use it for like one day or whatever, and it wouldn't be worth using it any further. And then I have replica bags that are like probably $300-400. I'm spending it, even it would save you a lot of money because some of these bags are like 2,000, 3,000. You know, in the range of, I'm not going past 3,000. I mean, I possibly would probably go for a certain bag for 4 or 5,000. So, you know, 6 whatever for like probably a Chanel, a real Chanel. But because at the end of the day, when you have replicas, they are not the same material and stuff. But I wouldn't really go past, you know, no bag really interests me besides those certain specific brands to go over $2,000-3,000. But you know, even if so, you try to get it from China and they have their good quality bags that are like 400, 350, whatever the price may be. If you compare, because you know I have a lot of real bags. I used to, you know, all I do is purchase real bags. When you compare them, even with the good quality, it's still not the same exact quality as what they're using in Italy or France. But nonetheless, China is the designer of all of them. Like if Italy and France is shipping their material over to have China expedite that, to seal the deal on creating their bags for them, then China is the fucking designer. So I understand where people, they're like, oh, you know, they feel scammed, they feel ripped off because Italy is putting their name in their label on something that they're not creating. Yes, you are sending the materials, but you are not actually composing that bag, and that means you should not have your name on that bag. And I like how the Chinese guy was like, oh, how would you feel if those bags that you got that's worth 2,000, 3,000 and plus has made it in China? How would you feel? Because at the end of the day, he did that. You know what I'm saying? He really killed, he did a thing where he's saying, how would you feel if it was saying made in China in these bags? Even if the bag material that Italy and France is sending is better, that same bag, how would you feel if it says made in China? Because literally it's being made in China. So I feel like it's, like he said, it's a psychological, and this is all psychological warfare. This is what I have been doing from day one, is telling you guys, hey, get out of the dream and start living the reality of real life so you can win. Because when you live reality and you don't worry about all these you know, things that they put in the mainstream for you to want to emulate, want to do, all that is loser route. And the people that do it, majority of these people that act like they're winning and they're doing all this materialistic things and stuff like that, they sometimes they don't live that great, or they not, it's always something going on behind the scenes where it's like, bro, you're fronting, or you're not really living that kind of life. So why are you doing all these things? And it's just because it's a monkey mindset. It's like literally, even if you are doing all these designers and this and that, when you look into their overall life, they are a hot fucking mess. Like it's always something weird going on with them where it's like, bro, some of this shit ain't adding up. Why you can't do this, or why is this like that? So, you know, like I said, I realized a long time ago, all this shit is so fake, so super weirdos, that, and the people that are doing this, that people be like, oh, they have all this money or they have all this nice stuff. These people are fucking super weirdos, and they be scheming and scamming and scraping by, and you be thinking like, oh, they got all this stuff, they flashing all this stuff. I don't want to go through every scenario because there's so many different scenarios, but every single scenario, those people have some weird shit going on in the background, and I witnessed that firsthand. So I realized a long time ago to stop really caring about oh, I have to have this to be this person, or I have to spend this much because then people don't think I'm successful. When I stop doing that, I've never been more successful in my life. Like, like I feel like the more successful you are, the less you give a fuck about doing any of those things. So, that's when you know when somebody really got it, when they just really don't do nothing but just go ahead and live their life. Like, because they already know what they have. They're comfortable. Like, when you have abundance or whatever, like as far as like funding, and you don't have to worry about absolutely nothing, and you can do whatever you want, you don't care about nobody else is doing. So when you see people being pressed or saying, oh, well, you're not doing it, focusing on other people's shit, worrying about what they're doing, there's 9 times out of 10 they got some front and shit going on, and it upsets them that they spend all this money and then other people are doing other things, and it's like, well, I'm doing all this monkey ass shit and I'm killing myself to do it. So now it's gonna upset me because you're doing like a replica. You're not doing what we're doing, because trying to separate and segregate, but yet they are all weird as fuck. Like, I don't know. It's difficult to explain, but long as you understand, oh, it's some people here. Hey, I'm glad that some people care. I figured nobody was gonna fucking be here because our dad just like did not come back here for a minute. But I do want to start like probably popping back up again, because I just feel like it's a lot of stuff going on, and I just be talking to people that just like they are a part of it. I feel like the people that I know, we never get along. We never had the same. And I can be friends with people that value invaluable. Is that a word? Value shit that is not valuable. I could be friends with people that value shit that is not valuable, but at some point I do start to squint my eyes and be like, they're fucking dumb. Like, it's okay, you could be this and that, but don't be fucking dumb. Like, and at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I could get along with you, but at the same time, I feel like you're fucking stupid. Because if you feel like some of these things are worth the argument, then right then and there, you'll already have lost in my mindset. Like, because none of this shit is arguable. Something to argue about. Like, who gives a fuck at the end of the day? Like, long as you know that you like get into what you need to get to, and you get what you need to get, and you can help and you can do what you need to do, there is nothing to argue about. Like, everybody does things differently. If I have a certain amount of money, don't tell me what I should be doing because I have this certain amount. I should be doing this, I should be doing, no, I could be doing absolutely nothing and have whatever I have. Like, I don't want people to, like, people feel like they label things like, oh, they're not sitting at the same table or this and that. And it's like, who gives a fuck if I'm sitting at the table or not, bro? I'm good. Like, fuck your table. I will walk right past your table and go do what I want to do in life. But yeah, I can get along with people that values invaluable shit or values the stuff that these so-called celebrities and things. And we already understand that celebrities are all immigrated people. No matter what color they are, they're all immigrated people that comes part of a community. They're already a part of communities. They already have a direction of what they were already going to do. And it's so many of them, they just wait to get on. A lot of these people, they don't make it. Some of these people, they do make it. But all of the people, whatever you're watching on media or whatever, they're all a part of communities. They are all a part of something. Like, they're not just random people that's coming out of nowhere. They're all, so long as people understand, I can't give a fuck about an immigrated person that is part of like these groups, these church groups or whatever groups, like, and it's not, we're talking about corrupt church groups, not like good real church people that, we're talking about like corrupt ass fuck, like churches that Christian and shit goes to, that was having her ass singing on it. I would never step foot in a church that got Christian on the fucking stage. Like, saved or not, the bitch is wild and crazy, and she's like, all these people are don't let me give the ranting about them, because we all know that they're sex slaves. We all know that they've been getting fucked since they were little kids. I could prove that every single one of these people have a story talking about they're getting molested as young. They did, and they don't have no real feelings about it because it's part of their culture, and this is why we are watching them on TV, because that is the group base that they are in. And if you're not a part of that group base, you're never going to be with it in the mainstream media. You're never going to get put on and stuff like that, because they prey on these weird ass groups, and these weird ass groups is they're able to control these kind of people. They're really like, I wouldn't say they're stupid, but their mindset is like, hey, if I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian. If I'm a Catholic, if I'm Muslim, that's the mindset. Their mindset is their religion is their religion. Whatever the fuck it is that they follow. If they feel like, oh, I was getting molested as kids, some of them don't think of, oh, I was getting molested as a kid, and it's not normal. They think of it as, oh, this is what I went through all these things. This person died. That I got molested. All these tragic things happened to them so they could be sacrificed to be where they're at today, and they will be satisfied if they're one of the people that make it. Make it into getting a platform, because all these views that come to them, it doesn't come naturally. It gets forced. Management, whatever team that they're working with, whatever deals that they make, that's where the audience come from. We don't pick them. They pick them, and we just like are innocent bystanders that's just getting the strays, because whether we like them or not, they're going to be on that platform. So none of these, I don't care about it. I cannot ever care about it, because I have dismantled how it all works. You see what I'm saying? I'm very 100% clear on everything I was saying before. Now you see, when I said they were sex slaves, they was getting fucked as kids. Now you see that they are giving their own testimonies, and they are coming out saying, the guy from that's marrying Megan Good, that black guy, he said he was getting molested at 6. Anybody you could think of, majority of these people, either they got molested when they was kids, or they sacrificed some sibling. And I wanted to also talk about those sacrifices of these people dying. A lot of people, they are twins, or they have like a sibling that look just like the sibling, just like Trayvon Martin case, where what the sibling looks just like Trayvon Martin. A lot of these people are playing the role of the dead sibling, and the alive sibling that look just like them is the exact same person. It's a lot of scams that go on. This is what they do. They get checks. This is how they run the world. So it's important for them to do these things. But once you kind of dismantle and see exactly what's going on, none of this shit, like, I just be feeling like, damn, we living in a simulation for real, right? And then you got real people that is not a part of this immigrant circus, Ringling Birther circus, traveling circus that been doing this for a long time. Some of these people are not involved at all, and they fall for it. They are like, oh no, this person, he was from here and this and that. It's like, bro, they're gonna be from somewhere. They're not from planet Nubaru. They're not from planet Nubaru, or whatever planet they said was coming here. Like, oh, the Anunnaki is coming. They're not Anunnakis, bro. They all are from somewhere. So if you know this person, you lived around this person, okay, great. But it doesn't, despite the fact that when you dig into their background, that they have one of these categories a part of their background, and that's why, whether they lived around you or not, that's why they're doing what they're doing. They're all Jamaican, they're all Costa Rican, they're all fucking Venezuelan, or whatever the fuck, Guam. They're all from Latin America, Africa. All of these people, when you see them, they be traveling to Africa, taking all their money back to Africa, because that's the plug. That's the plug. And a lot of these people have to do a lot of things. They have to subject themselves to a lot of things, because that's what they're getting paid to do. That's what is getting them where they are at a level. Because I don't even want to say paid, because let's be honest, one day Kanye West is a billionaire, the next day he looked mad dirty, and he looked mad like he eat McDonald's all day. Like, it's like, which one is it? Is you rich, or is you struggling? Like, I don't know. It's just, sometimes I just feel like when they're not like actively doing something in the industry, when they have that in-between time, they all look like they have no fucking money. I be looking like, why they look so bummy? And then they literally have to have a project, an active, successful project going for them to look like they're successful again. It's like, if you already made millions, why in your downtime you look like you got no fucking money, or you can't really do what you were doing before? So I just feel like it's not really, they're not really having money. They have access to things. They have levels, security clearances to certain things. They are able to be in certain mansions, but as soon as they're not on no more, they gotta come up out of that shit. Or, so, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's nothing to care about. If you aren't born into that, and you weren't molested, and you weren't, killing people, or fake killing people, or real killing people off, then of course you're never gonna probably be a part of that. But don't make it seem like, oh, these people are so important or whatever because they're there. No, they are fucking weirdos, and that's why they're there. They have certain things. They have a time limit and things like that. So, if you want to be liking them, then that's fine. But I just feel like if you don't see what it all is, then I'm gonna start thinking you're kind of fucking dumb. Like, I'm gonna think you're really fucking stupid, and don't talk to me about, oh, G Herbo, or You know, I don't care about these fake jail stints or whatever. Even if they really going to jail, they're still all a part of an orchestration. And the people that's putting them in jail, the people that they go to court for, they go to certain. I'm pretty sure they go to certain judges. They have certain things going on where yeah, they may be getting put in jail because they're whatever um circle thing that they got going on. They may be trying to you know, attack each other, but it's still a scam all around the board. Even when it gets to court, even when it gets to jail, it's still a system in place for these people. They're not doing regular jail bids and regular court cases. Like you saw what happened with the guy, Young Thug, I think that was. Like that was the weirdest court shit I ever seen in my life. That was TV court. So it's just like, you know, I can't with this simulation. The simulation is annoying already, but unfortunately, it's kind of here to stay because there's still a lot of people that believes in it and think like it's some type of opportunity that these people are getting in life. When in reality, they're doing weird shit to be weirdos. Like that's it. I really can't talk about that, but I'm gonna try to play some videos and stuff because like I be just like looking into certain things and just be wanting to comment on it. As far as I'm gonna try to see if I can find the Chinese video because that's what I really came up here for, was to talk about how the Chinese, hey, everybody, thank you for coming in and, you know, hanging out with me for a little while. I know I'm very random, sorry about that, but I just was like, when the Chinese came out and was like, oh, all this stuff is in the same factory, I was like, now everybody like, oh, it's such a big deal, but why wasn't it a big deal when I said it? Why nobody gave a fuck? I'm sitting here buying fake bags, showing y'all the bag. I'm doing everything. Nobody gave a fuck. Soon as China, you gotta literally have. It's just like when you say something and then you literally gotta hire a white person or something to say it for you, so the person could be like, oh, did you know? And it's like, bro, I said that same shit. But guess what? I gotta go hire some white ass motherfucking person or some Chinese or some Indian. Some scamming ass Indian looking to get your social security number to say it to you, because then you'll believe what's being said because you respect them more than you respect my black ass. So, you know, now China has said it. It's true because as people said, they was like, people would act like, oh, well, it's not the same thing. It's not. Yeah, it may not be the same exact material, but it's still the same master key. So if you're very psychologically locked in on material versus the actual style of the purse that made you buy it. You bought the style of the purse originally. You don't really care about material. You care about how the purse looks. The purse may have certain material that makes it like even more nicer. Like, oh, this is cow skin, or this is gator leather or whatever. But at the same time, it's still really the style of the bag that is you're gravitating to. So these people are doing the same style, same gator leather, but it may be a somewhat different. It may be a je ne sais quoi about this gator bag versus this gator bag, but nonetheless, same exact style. Is no difference of the style. So you could say, oh, well, my bag is better than yours. Technically, it's a fucking bag. Like, you know, it's the same exact bag. But if you want to like be touching somebody's bag and rubbing your face on a bag, then yeah, you may want to go for the Italian softer leather. But if you're not really going to rub your face and your private parts on the bag, does it really matter if you get a higher quality of leather, but it may not be the Pacific highest quality of leather? I don't know. I just care about the style, right? The style is still the same. The representation of the bag of what you see is still exactly the same. You're going to have to literally dig and get, you have to have somebody with glasses and dig all in somebody's bag to really, you know, say this is this and this is that. Like, depending on, you know, the quality of the replica, sometimes it can get very difficult to understand which one is which. So it's like, okay, it's a mindset, right? Like you guys are like harped up in your head about it. And it irritates you that they are doing this because you're spending a lot of money on something that basically anybody can basically get at this point, and it irritates you. It shouldn't bother you, because if you feel like it's such a big difference, then it shouldn't bother you at all. But it bothers a lot of these people. They've been making videos saying like, oh, well, it's not the same thing, and I would never do this and stuff. It's like, why is it bothering you? Because People will, you know, that you try to differentiate yourself from people, and now the same people that you try to differentiate yourself from, you can't tell in a C group of people, you can't tell who's who now. Now you can't say, oh well, this person doesn't have, like, they could have that. You don't know whether they spent 4,000 or 400, but now it's a sea full of people. China done open the fucking gate, open the, you know, the water gates on it. Where it's like now you can't really differentiate and say, well, we're sitting at the table. We all sitting at the table. If you want, if we all could sit at the table, and you really ain't gonna know unless you jump all in somebody's bag and really like, and who's doing that? Who's gonna let somebody take their bag and like dissect it just to say, oh, I got a real, like, no one's really gonna bother people about that. So you can get away with what you want to get away with, or buy the real thing. It's really up to you. But now people should understand that, you know, don't be so harped up in, oh, I have this, because technically it's all coming from the same, like, it's like basically it's an aha moment. It's a teachable aha moment, like, aha, you thought you was doing this, but technically we all doing this. It may be a little bit slice of difference for you or whatever, but we still are all doing China. We still are all doing China. Nobody's doing Italy. Nobody's doing France. You may have the experience. You may pay for the experience of buying it from Italy, France, or other places, their stores. You go into the flagship stores and you get the experience. You're paying a couple $1,000s to get the experience of unboxing, and having maybe a nicer bag to carry the box in. You know, that only is short-lived. It only lasts for a day. After that, you throw away the bag, you take it out the box, and that experience is over. You going into the store, get in the bag. If that's worth the extra money, then go and have your experience. But you're literally paying for the experience, because you're not even paying for the name or the label, because the name and the label literally comes from China. They literally are just selling. They're slapping their name on it, so you're not buying the name, because they're slapping their name on it. You're buying China shit. Like, it comes from them. You gotta give them respect. Like, why would you not respect the person that put in the work? They put in their heart, sweat, that they put that work in. So like, you will be respecting them more than you'll respect somebody that just slapped their name on it, packaged it pretty, and then super duper charge you because you feel special coming into the store. Like, I just want to like kind of go over how the Chinese guy kind of was like coming at everybody. Like, I'm gonna see if I can go. Let me see. Am I not able to go in here? Okay. My bad. Let's see if we can find it.
You should know the. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Okay, let's see.
Hi girls, I want to show you guys a little bit of my own personal vintage designer handbag collection. Starting strong with the Celine handbag I just recently sourced for myself. I got this from a vendor of mine for about $300. These type of bags would grow for a really hard to upkeep, so I was very pleasantly surprised to see that it had no balding. I mean,
now, did you think that this bag was a replica, or did you think that this, when I first saw this bag, I couldn't tell right off the bat whether she spent a lot of money on this bag or she got an expensive replica. So this is like per case of an example what I'm saying, when it's in the mindset. This girl could have came up here pump faking, saying, oh, this bag is from Italy, Mulan. Or she could say it was a good vendor from China. Either way, same exact bag. No matter what, like, so you're gonna, it's the mindset of how you feel about it. Do you want to say, hey, I got this luxury bag from Italy, and your mindset feels like, oh, because I went into the store and spent this much money, I have a better bag? Or do you feel like, hey, I could care less if I pay $400 or $3,000 on it. I got a good bag. I got a fly, nice ass bag. You understand what I'm saying? And that's literally the case, the situation of the case of the big situation.
I wanted this to work a couple times. I'll probably use this as a travel bag, but I think it's the perfect.
I want to see if I can find a Chinese dude though.
To spring and even into fall to winter, and I'm just so excited to get some more use out of this one.
And that goes for Lululemon, Alo, or the clothing lines. I went on some stuff where don't let me get started on a Hermes bag. The fact that they charging that much money for a fucking Hermes bag, they charge that much money for a Hermes bag, and it's literally made in China, is high key embarrassing. I don't give a fuck if you went to a Hermes store yourself. And I used to work in a Hermes store. I used to do security. I used to do security for a certain company that sent us to all high-end stores like Chanel, I think I said this before. I worked at a security. I think it was I can't remember the security company name, but it was a security company that sent us to high end stores on Fifth Avenue, like Hermes. I think the Hermes store. I don't know if it's on Fifth Avenue, but I was working in a Hermes store that was in lower Manhattan. In that Hermes store by the district, the stock district or whatever, where that ball is, whatever, in the lower Manhattan area by Canal, or I think it's more by Wall Street. You get off at Wall Street, whatever. But I worked in a Hermes store. I worked and then mind you, everything in Hermes was like ridiculously priced in there. They had dog leashes for like $7,000 or $10,000. I'm like, this is just stupid. Like it's just stupid as fuck. But if people feel like that they are doing something special by buying a $10,000 Hermes dog leash, then do you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna know that. You're gonna have to tell people that. Other than that, only person that's gonna know you spent $10,000 on a dumbass dog leash is you. Unless you are running around telling people verbatim, like, oh, this is a Hermes dog leash and I pay, which is weird that you're gonna have to announce it because you can't tell. So you're gonna have to announce it. But anyway, I worked in Chanel, and I remember that's why I really don't really care about a Chanel. I probably will purchase a Chanel bag, but I really don't. I'm not like in a rush to do it because I do kind of like certain stuff, and if I like certain stuff, whether I'm against it or not, sometimes I just feel like I like it. So I'm not gonna hold a grudge and be like, oh, my ancestors, like, I'm not like crazy. I like to live life at the end of the day. So I'm not like obsessed about, oh, this is not this or this is. If I like something, I like something. If I don't feel like I'm gonna do something, I'm not gonna do it. If I feel like it's worth it, I'm gonna do it. It's a whatever for me. I'm not harped up on anything. I don't feel like, oh, I have to do this because I got this amount of money in my bank, so I should do this. I'm never gonna live my life like that. I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like doing, and I'm gonna buy the things that catch my eye and things that I like. And sometimes, like, I feel like replicas don't do the other material justice, because that material is really, really nice. Like, so anyway, the point is, I really don't like Chanel too much because when I worked there, we used to have on our headsets, and everybody used to be on a certain channel, right? So when you're on a certain channel, you can hear what the conversations that are happening. Every time they was telling us, hey, high alert, like a high alert, this person is coming up to this floor, watch this person. Every time that they did this, and I was waiting for that person to come up, because they'll be like, oh, the person that we're watching, I can't see the person. Like, if I'm on the second or third floor, I can't see the person on the first floor, but I can hear in my headset that they're watching this certain person, or they're watching this certain group of people, right? And then by the time when they come into if they come to the second floor, and usually this group of people comes to the second floor because the second floor will have the Chanel sneakers, and it seemed like these group of people always bought the Chanel sneakers because that was like the cheapest thing in the Chanel store was the sneakers. So even the outfits were more expensive than the sneakers. The sneakers was the most cheapest things you could get in the Chanel store. So usually this group of people used to always come to the second floor to see the sneakers. And mind you, the sneakers aren't cheap, but it's the cheapest thing in Chanel. It's not worth, like, to Chanel, that shit like Target. Chanel sneakers to Chanel is like Target. Like, you might as well go to shop at Target if you buying Chanel sneakers, to people that cop Chanel for real. Because people that cop Chanel, they buying like makeup the cost of the sneaker. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're buying a purse, if you're buying clothes, those things are in the $5,000 to $10,000 or and higher, of course. So, and you probably see a Chanel t-shirt or something for probably like $800 or whatever, $400, $300. I don't even know if it's even that lower than $400. But just the fact of the Chanel industry, those they consider that cheap when it's not cheap. It's like a $900, $1,000, $800, whatever price point ranging from. But anyway, the group of people, of course, are black people, right? Every time they'll be like, oh, they're coming. Keep an eye on this person. And I of course, if it's coming to my floor, they'll be in my ear, and it'll be like one or two people on the floor. They'll be like, hey, this blah blah blah, watch this person that's coming up. So we're looking to see the person that's coming up. They're coming now. They have this color on, whatever. It's always like a young group of black girls. it was always like black people, period, like a black guy, young black girl, whatever. And they always wanted to come and see the sneakers and stuff like that, probably buy, and even probably buy some. And I used to be like, yo, they are so fucking disgusting. Like, that used to disgust me. I used to be like, yo, they didn't watch not one Chinese person. They did not watch not one white, Indian. They didn't watch not none. I never heard them in my headset about no other race. And I don't know what any other race was doing, but anytime a black person came stepping in that Chanel store in the Fifth Avenue, they was in our fucking headset, like, watch these people that came in. They have this color on there. It's a set of 3 people. Watch, they're coming to the second floor now. Do you have eyes on them? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, these are young ass girls. These girls ain't about to steal nothing that's on this display. But mind you, they just want us to watch them. They want them to probably feel uncomfortable, whatever. So once I was working there for a while, like months or so. I don't think for that. I didn't even work for the company for that long. But I just noticed that every time, and then when I got fired and I quit at the same time. I got fired and I quit because I went to the Fossil store. In the Fossil store, like, they sent me there, and they were so fucking racist towards me. They were like making me stand by the door, and it was cold as fuck. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna stand over here where like the heat is blowing and I don't have to feel that cold. And they were like, no, we want you to stand right by the door with the door going in, open and close. Mind you, it's Fossil. Like, Fossil ain't even all that, but I guess like it's like a prestigious brand to other cultures where they feel like they're prestigious, and only certain people probably come and shops at Fossil. So they want to act all that or whatever. And basically was treating me mad weird. They were like, oh, stand by the door, stand by the door. Knowing this door is going open and close it, and it's cold. Mind you, I understand if you want me to stand by the door, but I could stand a couple steps back and do the same exact job by the fucking heat that's blowing. But they did not want me to stand in that area. They wanted me to stand right in front of that fucking door where the cold air kept blowing on me. So I got upset and was like, you know what? I'm going. Like, I'm leaving out. Like, I technically didn't quit. I kind of quit. I was just like, I'm leaving out of this. I'm leaving out of here. But as soon as I was leaving out of there and I was walking up I got my shit together, and by the time I got out the store and was walking up the block, my job was calling me. My company was calling me, and they was like, oh, you gotta come to the office. And I was like, for these people trying to make me sit, I was like, for these people trying to make me stand in the cold when I could have literally stand in the heat. I was like, whatever, like, I'll come to the office. So they was like, yeah, we're not going to assign you to nothing else. Just wait till you come to the office on whatever day. They put it out like 3-5 days. They're like, oh, we're not going to assign you nowhere until you come to the office. So I already figured, like, okay, they must be trying to fire me because they don't want to assign me to shit till I come to the office. And of course, when I came to the office, they told me they was firing me. And I was like, that was weird because, like, that's just one situation. But technically, he said that I opt out my job when I left off that job. Like, we can't represent, they don't want me to represent the company like that, and I could continue to do that and mess up relationships and blah 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 blah. Mind you, don't even care that they was treating me like shit and making me stand by the code. And on top of that, I just felt like maybe because I was black, and it could have been that the case, you know, because there was a lot of their customer base group was white. The people that was telling me to stand by the door was white. Like, their management, the whole management team and stuff. Was it other black people there? Yes, but they were not in higher positions. And even when you get a black person in a higher position, it's probably 1 or 2, and they got a sea full of other races making them do Tom, Dick, and Harry shit. So anyway, that was that. But I'm just saying, like, you can't really care about these brands because, like, look, they do all of that and look at the outcome of these brands. They made in China for a fraction of the price. So literally, you acted all of that. You're treating me like a certain kind of way when you're basically cheaper than Target. Like, you know, you're cheaper than Target shit. Like, the shit when you're being created for pennies, like for dollars. But you're gonna act weird in the store when it gets to the store. Now you all that because you are inside of a store on a Fifth Avenue storefront. Now you become 10 times your value, and then you try to devalue your low end workers. So yeah, I could care. Like, I'm just glad that they exposed the value of this, and people are still going to act like it's some type of value in it. And the reality, the truth of the matter is not real value to it as they are presenting it to you. You are eating shit when they present this to you, knowing it came hot off of China's sales floor for $20 or $13 or $7.50 or who knows how low it really goes when it's the bulk. that's being created there. They give bulk deals, and you come here, and then it's like it's being presented to you with a bag and stuff for that price. They are literally making you a shithead. You're leaving out with shit on top of your head, like literally. And it's okay to do it, but it's nothing to brag about at this point. At this point, you're bragging about being silly with your funds. You're bragging about being you're mismanaging your funds. You're not getting the bang out of your buck. You're not getting the full value of what you're spending. If you were getting the full value of what you're spending, what you thought you was, that would make sense. But they have told you, they have ripped the veil off and said, hey, you're actually not getting nowhere near the fraction of what you're spending. And the people that's getting replicas and stuff, y'all spending this. That is what you're buying is worth the same thing of what they're buying. It's the same price point. But for some reason, you feel more special going into the store and getting ripped off by them hiking the original price point up to a different price point because you're coming into the storefront. So you're paying for the experience, and I don't know what kind of experience you may be getting. It must be a hell of a high. You must be getting a hell of a high when you go and swipe your card and spend all that money for something that's valued at $20 to $50, the most $100 if they're using really good material. I saw the Chinese guy. He said that he was making a Hermes bag, and the material and everything that he used, it could come up to the value of $1,000 and some odd dollars. And then some an expert from France, I wish I could find the video. An expert from France said, now if you want to unveil everything, he said you want to unveil it for real. He said because the Chinese guy is actually hiking his prices up, because even if you use the best of the material and the best of the thing, he said it still wouldn't be nowhere near $1,000 or some odd dollars. He said it would be more in the range of $300 to $400, and that's tops, no matter how top of the end material you're using. And he even came out saying like, hey, since we're here and we're telling on everybody, I'm gonna tell on the Chinese guy and say, hey, it don't even cost that much. Like it don't even. It's even cheaper. So yeah, I'm just so happy that the things that I have been saying is being said by the people that other people respect, and they had to say it for it to be true. Because when I was saying it, people probably was like, well, not the people that follow me, because you guys are fucking smart like me, but just other people in general that probably watches or probably hear about some of the things that is being said by me, or probably other people that may say it. I don't think people really touch the topics that I touch, because mostly everybody that's on these platforms have agendas and they stick to their topics. Have you not noticed that even people that you think that's supposed to be down with us or for the people, they stick to their main agenda, they stick to their topic, because they have a team and they work with people, and people are supporting them in the back end, and they have to give out these certain articles, and they gotta stick to certain videos that they want you to watch and stuff. It's like it's the same brainwashing concept, it's like I got stuff. It's the same brainwashing concept that they're doing even on these platforms that's supposed to be real people doing real shit. Like keeping it real goes wrong because literally they stick to agendas. I kind of just be all over the place because I have no team, I have no background. I'm just a free thinker. I live a capitalist Capricorn life where I understand that all this stuff is a scam and a scheme to keep you at certain places in life and to keep other people in certain places in life. I understand that we're all placeholders here, and they use you as all they can use you, and it makes it even worse when you're getting used like that in the world, for you to have an ideology to attack people about certain brands or things that they're doing and what they're not doing. It makes it even like creepier and worse on people's livelihoods, that on top of how we are getting stringed along, whether we want to be participants or not, you're still going to get fucked in this world, because they are strong. They are the mob. All these people are mafia. They are strong, tight, and you can't beat them. You can't beat them. So you literally have to join them, right? At some point, some extent, you have to join something. If you're not working or doing art, whatever you're doing, and even if you're an entrepreneur and you still have to pay taxes and stuff, and you have to do all these things, you have to give up your money. You have to give up half of what you make, or give up. So you're still getting effed in the world, right? But on top of that, you have to have monkey mind and say, hey, You're not doing, it's like, damn, you're gonna put this on top of this. You're gonna put these dumbass I have the worst vocabulary, but you're gonna put these dumbass like stereotypes on me because I know that we're living in the shit we're living in is all like imaginative, and you want me to follow this imaginary story with that you feel you're more at value. But if we look at the amount of money that I could generate in life, you're gonna tell me because I'm not doing this or that I'm not generating a certain amount of money, or I'm not doing certain. So it's like, I don't know. I have no idea how everybody is doing things, but I just feel like it's just too many people that is like, oh no, backlashing and saying, oh no, it's different. This is like, you're still saying it's different, like, or you're saying, oh well. And so if it's so different, let them put it's made in China. Let them put the label that it's made in China, because it's literally made in China. So if you feel like the material is different, then say that. But unfortunately, if they put made in China, the same bags that you're talking about that's so different, you're gonna have the same labels. So your mindset is stupid. Your mindset is real crazy. You're losing it. You're losing your mind. You're losing yourself, because you're now living in an imaginary world that you have two totally different bags. You may have two different materials in a sense, but the bag labels are technically should be the same. And you won't have your head high, you won't have your nose in the ear if they change that label to made in China or where it's fucking made from. And I like that the Chinese guy made that point. He made that point in the video, and that's the video that I wanted to kind of make. I wanted to watch, and I probably would end it because I really just came up to talk about China. I don't even know when I started to talk about other things, but I kind of drift all over the place when I start talking about other shit. But I really was here to talk about how this Chinese guy was really trying to put y'all on, like, Hermes is basically using us to make they shit. Like, how much of a scam Hermes is. They got the nerve to act like they have one-of-a-kind bags, and that shit is being made in fucking China. Like, I can't. If I see somebody wear a Hermes bag, you're like, you could do the Chanel, you could do whatever you want, but the fact that Hermes is like literally 20K or 14K or 15K, I don't know. If you get like maybe one of them like different version of the bags, like, a lesser, and maybe 7, I don't know how much, but I know like their more popular bags are 15K, 20. This is like literally, you better have a house, you better own your car, you better have everything before you buy one of them kind of fucking bags, especially when they're being made in fucking China. There's no way you could compensate saying, hey, this bag is worth it, and it's being made in China for like $100 or $400. It's no way you could compensate with this. I don't care what kind of experience you get opening that orange box. There's no way you could compensate saying, open it in this orange, me buying it from the store and opening it in this orange box with the little packaging is worth $20,000 extra of what it's worth. It's no fucking, it's like, I would want that person to get the fuck away from me immediately. I'd be like, no, you gotta get the fuck away from me. Unless you just got so much money that you just don't care. And a lot of these people, they're buying designer things and they don't have that much money. They are literally acting like they're trying to figure out this, and they do this, and it's like, bruh, so why are you being so extra with your finances? Like, you're not managing your money properly. And it's for what? If you're making memories, great. But you don't have to make memories with a Hermes bag. Like, you could literally have like another nice designer bag. So it's like, who are you doing this really for? Like, is people really, do you feel like you're making people mad and upset? Are people really upset with you? Like, that's the things that you may have to, or are you upset with yourself? It gotta be a self-hating situation where you feel like this bag is gonna put me at this level in life. Like, in what fucking world? In this weird ass Ringling Brothers, Barn and Billy circus world where all these goddamn immigrants are the celebrities. They come from they're like nastiest people in the world, but like, oh, we come from nothing. Yeah, we know y'all mad, dirty, and stink, and somehow y'all somewhat celebrities and y'all still dirty and musty. Like, they can't fool me. I know musty ass people when I see them from far. Like, all the motherfucking musty ass fucking people. Like go ahead, then have your platform, enjoy, be popular. Like, because other than that, I just don't get what they're trying to explain to us. But I don't know. if they feel like it puts them here or they're there, it's like be there. And I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing and making sure my money makes sense and making sure I'm good. Cause I'm not doing shit following nobody. Cause I'm on a mission to live a good life, and that means like how I live, how I eat, I like nice things to be put on me as well. But it's an overall greatness, and it's not to show nobody. It's me to actually live in that shit. Like I don't care if people see it or not. I want to live like that every day, and people are not going to see me every day. So it's like I'm not going to focus on these things. I'm gonna focus on, business, like getting things done. But let me find the Chinese guy really quick. That was it's not him though. It's not him. It's like some guy. He was real smooth. He was real smooth about explaining. He broke it down. It's this guy, I think. No, it's not him. And then China was like, oh, the tariffs or whatever. They was like, what we buying from America? China's like, we ain't buying nothing from no fucking America. We over here eating rocks. We over here eating cat and dog. We don't need y'all. We don't need y'all for food. We don't need y'all for nothing. We eat rat over here. We ain't never gonna run out of food. They eat cat, dog, rat. They never gonna run out of food. So basically, you see all these brands. I'm trying to find that Pacific guy that really said, okay, here he is. But this is probably not the video.
Quiero mostrarles este tote bag es size.
Who the hell is this? I ain't pick her.
Hola a todos.
Is this him?
Quiero mostrarles este tote bag es size medium. Color piel.
Now, y'all see me pick this video?
Chromebook.
Why the fuck this is coming up?
Tengo todas mis cositas, botella de agua.
She over here talking about Agua Agua. I'm picking this video and this video is not coming up. Look, I'm picking this video. Why is it like they don't even want you to hear the video, bro? No volume.
Step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. The second is Weinheim from Germany. And the third
Somebody
is
said
Fox
Hermes
from
Birkenstocks
France.
is
One
down.
piece of Togo leather. The same leather
Never
as
skip
this
a
one
Chinese
will
manufactured
cost
video.
450 USD.
I love
One
China
piece
is
of the
exposing
leather
U.S.
is
fashion
only enough to
industry.
make
Now,
fine.
mind you,
Okay, the thread. And of course, for Hermes,
Mind you, you gotta understand that a lot of these people, they can't sell these bags to Tokyo. They can't sell these bags to China or like places in Asia, because Asia already know these bags ain't worth none of those prices. So a lot of these bags that in the Asian community, in Asian countries, don't even get sold. They don't even wear this stuff. They don't sell it because they know they're the ones making the shit. And it's not, and the value is not worth what they're selling it for.
The thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil Al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can.
How do you get out of this shit? Like, you know what? This stuff is getting on my nerves. I was trying to find the video where he was like breaking it down. Like this same guy, I think it's the same guy. You know what? Tell you the truth, not to be racist, they all look the fuck alike, bro. They all look exactly alike. Let me see if I could go back. Like, what the fuck, bro? You see how DDG cut them dumbass mop dreads off his head? Thank the Lord, right? He looked like 15 times better than he ever looked in his life when he got a haircut. And that's there to show you that these people would just be growing dreads because of the religion or whatever they are a part of, because at the end of the day, they look way better with a haircut. Like, but anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm glad he cut them nutcase dreads off. But he's still an infiltrator. DDG, he got on. You know how he got on. Look at this. This is wow. I'm trying to see something really quick. You know how DDG got on. Let me see. I'm gonna when I start coming back, I'm gonna do like little 30-minute 30-minute, hour videos or whatever, like streaming, and just sticking on one specific topic. I know y'all can't see me because I'm like just like going all over the place. So I'll try to keep my thing up while I'm looking at this. Let me see if I go. See? Do y'all y'all miss me? Do you miss me? Varnell. What was that nigga name? Varnell something. Do you miss me? Yeah, let's check out how DDD. I want to start doing like 30-minute, hour videos. Oh no, it's not malfunctioning. I be forgetting to like try to get everything all. I'm like not like the computer is like sometimes I know what I'm doing, sometimes I don't. But you know, I try to make it work. DDG, let's see. I'm gonna start doing like videos, like 30-minute, hour videos, so I don't be up here for too long, and try to stick on like one main person or one main topic of exposing how like these celebrities, like they're like when we dig into their background, you can see that these are not normal, regular people. I don't care if they lived up the block for you or what they did, because they all start from the bottom. They have to actually get viral or be willing to do ridiculous things to become viral. And it's not like the things that they doing are viral. They are being advised to do certain things, and then they get their platforms. Like let's say like Kai Cenat was doing gay things. He was doing wigs. Like, you know, you got to do weird things, and don't mean that if your regular self do weird things like that, don't mean you're gonna get on. These people are already a part of stuff, and they're doing weird things. So don't miss out on the fact. Don't say, oh, well, all I gotta do is do some gay stuff or put on a wig and I can get on. No, you still have to be part of their community. These people are born into some shit. Okay? Like I told you, it's really what your parents are. If your parent is a Scientologist or your parent is a Catholic, whatever, and with like the Catholics that's evil. Like, I don't know all Catholics, but I know it's like an evil version of these people that are into like having a community and doing weird stuff. Like, trust me, it's like if you're not a part of those things, if your parent wasn't a part of these things, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be part of these things. If you could sell yourself into it, marry yourself into it, okay. But either way you look at it, if you're not born into it, you're going to have to figure a way into it, and it's not going to be easy. It's always going to be some weird shit going on that you're going to have to subject yourself to enjoy whatever the fuck they feel like they're, because I don't know what they're enjoying, to tell you the truth. I don't feel like they're living no better than what the fuck I'm living. Like, I could do whatever I want. I just don't got no friends. If I had more friends and more things to do, you'll see me doing more things. I'll be going places. I'll be traveling. I don't know no fucking body that wants to travel with me. I don't know nobody that wants to do certain things with me. And if I had more of a group or something, I probably. So I don't feel like they're doing anything that you cannot do yourself. Like, people could do the same thing they're doing. They could go to different states. They could travel this. They could do that. I could do that. I just ain't gonna go by myself. Like, I don't even trust going out of the country at this point. After all this discovery, I had vowed myself that when I do travel, I'm gonna travel in America, because I just don't really feel comfortable going out the country at this point. Because I feel like a lot of them know that we know. That certain people know, like, every black person ain't an American Negro. So I feel like a lot of these people feel like, oh, American Negroes are a little bit aware of a lot of shit that they've been doing to us here. And we always been very aware, but now it's kind of like being admitted, and it's kind of like right in your face. So it's like really hard to not. It's before it was kind of like, this seems weird. Now it's like, it's not weird no more. I know what you're doing. I'm on to your ass. The gig is up. Like, I'm up on it. So even if people are not saying shit, I feel like even if I go out the country or something, I feel like quietly people are going to be in their head about weird shit, and I don't want to be even around that kind of energy or have to worry about my well-being or something, because people are quietly concerned on how I feel or how they feel about everything that's being set out in the open now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I try to stick to where I'm comfortable and I feel as safe as I can. And it's not that safe in America. We are like we are under attack. We are surrounded by the same shit that's out there. They're trying to overtake this completely, and it's very difficult to get rid of the original But trust me, they want to get rid of the original. That was their whole point and plan. But look at DDG press conference. Brother's death. This nigga did a whole fucking press conference, bro. Where is the... Now, like, they want to make it hard to find. Now, this is the boy that died, right? So, he had a brother that passed away. He said that this is the Dub dude. It was his twin. So, it's this guy twin that passed away, right? It's Dub and Dare. I don't know. Close names, right? So, now, if you ask me, I believe these are the same exact fucking people. You know, this picture right here that I'm moving, I don't want to come off, but I believe these two people are the same exact fucking people, and the boy never fucking died because they so-called twins. Or possibly they are killing people or for real, and they probably had like some type of insurance. The mother, the family, just like Kanika Jenkins, the family be involved. They be feeling like, hey, somebody got to sacrifice and die, and we'll get that money, and we'll get on, and we'll continue to get on if we pay out the right people. And it's like a whole Ponzi scheme in the community that they're in, right? Nonetheless, a lot of these people get on through different kind of routes, and this is one of them. These are one of the psyop routes. Whether these people die or not, whether they have like a fake stand-in person that plays the role of the twin, plays the role of Trayvon Martin, but keenly looks exactly like the other sibling that's still alive, benefiting off of the fruits of their scam psyops, right? So DDG tells the story all the time, like, oh, his brother got shot. He feel like his brother may not have died because the brother was supposed to be on his way to come get DDG. So he feel like because he was on his way to come get him and he didn't stay with him, he did something, he left, and then next thing you know, the brother died. So DDG is all wrapped into this death of the so-called brother, right? And not only did he have like a lot, he feels like, oh, guilt or whatever about the brother dying, he does a whole press conference on the news with no tears, no crying, because technically the nigga probably didn't even die. It probably was Dub playing the role of this twin, right? I can't find a press conference because they don't never want you to see the truth. They don't never want you to be blowing them up like this. Why is this on TikTok? I was trying to do like... I gotta fucking fix it. Like, come on, what is this? I'm trying to get to the Google. What page is the Google on? This shit playing whole games. Like, come on, stop playing with me. Okay, this shit doing... I don't know what just fucking happened here. Okay, yeah, this is... I'm trying to find a press conference that he did. And it's amazing how we can't find the shit. DDG on the news for brother death. I think this is it right here. There we go. Now look how young he is. Already on the stage. He's already set. And look at the mother in the background smiling. Smiling because she know he about to bring the family on in. He's the chosen one of the family. He's the grimiest of them all. He's going to be the one that's going to take them out of their weird psychotic cult community onto a different platform. So he's going to take them there.
Life in prison. If you know anything about this situation, you deserve this at all.
No tears, no nothing.
My brother didn't deserve this at all.
Now, let's stop this fucking right here. This nigga out here promoting his YouTube channel. promoting his YouTube fucking channel, bro. At his brother's death, at his brother's press conference about his death. The nigga said, "This the best time to promote my shit. This the best time to promote my shit. Come to my YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe, nigga. Rest in peace, old dog. Like, share, and subscribe, Poniac." Okay? Let's just take that all in. You can't see nothing? Y'all should... Are y'all serious? Y'all can't see anything? Like, this is why I don't... That's why I don't be on YouTube no more. Because YouTube is too difficult for me. YouTube is getting too difficult for me. Y'all can't see this video of... Or none of the videos I was showing y'all? Y'all can't see shit?
Person, he never hurt anybody. This whole situation seems fake, but whoever murdered my brother.
Oh, somebody said they could see it. Okay, hopefully y'all can see it.
Someone need to speak up because I feel like that person didn't care. It was premeditated. They thought about it. I think that person should get life in prison.
Oh, y'all saying no?
If you know anything about this situation.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to regroup and come back at another time then, because literally, what the fuck, like what the hell on, like yo, I'm trying to show y'all fucking, and I see that it's nothing up here too, like, and I don't want to start pressing stuff because I don't know why it's not working. Like, I never changed none of my settings, so it should be showing this. Like, it should be showing the screen. They said we was rocking with you, though. Oh, my God. Y'all can't even see me through this whole time. I'm just talking with a black screen. Oh, YouTube is gonna fucking die. Like, today's their day. I'm gonna find whatever Chinese goddamn little-ass jerking they dick off-ass person that is controlling this shit and catch them on in a dark alley somewhere, bro. Because, like, what? I'm trying to figure out if I could turn it on. Oh my God, that is so weird. In commercials, oh my God, they got the nerve to put commercials on. I didn't change my settings, so it probably is on monetization because I didn't change anything. I just literally jumped up here, and usually if I don't want commercials, I would have to change the monetization off because it automatically goes on. That's crazy. Like, I can't believe there's no video. Like, wow. That's so disrespectful. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I'm not going to be able to figure it out on here. That's crazy. Okay, that was embarrassing. And that's what I really be hating. I hate to come up on YouTube and like I'm not up, like when it's not working at all and I be just talking. I'm just up here talking for a minute and it haven't been like, that is so embarrassing. Like, wow. Yeah, if you haven't seen no commercials, good, because like it don't really matter. This page is like shadow banned, so I wouldn't make anything from it. So if they showing commercials, it's just for their benefit only. I don't really benefit off of it. What? I can't believe that I can't literally see myself, and it's like they saying please allow OBS to install system, set in privacy and security. You may need to restart OBS. Okay, so they saying I might have to restart on top of that. Yeah, so unfortunately I'm just not. I know. Unfortunately, it's a black screen. That's crazy. And then something told me, because OBS usually will show the reflection of what you see, and the OBS is showing a black screen. So I don't know why I didn't put two and two together to say, hey, if OBS has a black screen, that's what you guys are seeing, because it will show a reflection of what you see on OBS. So I don't know why I didn't think of that the first time. And I've been up here talking through this whole time, showing y'all all these videos, and that's so weird. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, that sucks. But I'm glad that I was able to see y'all, speak to you. Well, I'm glad I was able to speak to y'all. I know y'all can't see me, but I'm glad I was able to speak to y'all, you know, and talk with a little bit of shit. I probably will erase this video because There's no point in keeping this dumb video up because I did not know it was black screen. And it's not letting me turn, it's not letting me turn the video on at all. Like, it's a program default. Yeah, like, it's just not doing it. And I don't understand what's the problem. Show. Oh. Open status. Show confirmation download. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know. Is that it? Oh, is it the overlay? Show overlay even when source. I don't know. Let's see if that works. I don't know. I'm just clicking things now at this point. Yeah, that didn't work either. Okay. Well, that was a bust of coming back. But I'm glad you guys did still pop out. That I really, really, really do appreciate. Whoever came and sat in here rocking with me on the black screen. God bless y'all little souls. Nothing but great things and prosperity is going to come your way for being that sweet and kind. But I am going to head out because that was a Debbie Downer. And I really didn't know it was a black screen. So hopefully next time I come back, you guys can actually see me. And I'm going to try to do, like I said, the half an hour or to hour videos specifically on certain people like DDG. How I was just going to like kind of break down these celebrities and how they are celebritizing. They are celebritizing under false advertisement. These people are part of weird ass cult groups and they do weird PR pseudo type stunts, psych stunts to act like they are just random people that got chosen and they're so special when really they're just musty ass, immigrated ass people that, you know, and not all immigrants are bad. Like the immigrants that's not doing crazy things and they're minding their business and they're just living their regular lives, God bless y'all. But the ones that are like have a vendetta against American people and they come here and they infiltrate and pretend that they're like black people and really they are this and that, but we couldn't really tell because they're probably mixed or this, whatever the case may be. They know what they're doing. A lot of these people, they all click and link up together. They'll they'll shut us out, but they want to be here and make money. They want to make money off us, but they won't even allow us to be a part of the progress. And this is our shit. So yeah, I do kind of like feel a way about those specific people, but you know, all of them, no, I don't feel a way about all of them. Only why I say these things about them because that's what they actually are. So unfortunately, it may sound fucked up towards all of the people in the category of immigrants, but technically, I'm just talking about them, their cults, and the fact that unfortunately, these cults are from Pacific demographic backgrounds. They all come here doing these kind of skits and scams on us. And on top of it, even when we know they're doing it, they still go straight forward with a straightforward face saying, oh, we're off into something boat. We all come off the different boat. They just dropped us off. What boat? What fucking boat? Show us the boat. We saw the boat that a lot of people came on here with. We see those boats. Show us the boat that you're talking about that dropped us all off on different. No, you got dropped off on a fucking boat, bro. There's no boat showing that we got dropped off here. None. We seen the boats. We weren't on them shits. We weren't on them fucking boats. So, yeah, I just don't like how they just real disrespectful. I don't like how they just real disrespectful towards the people that's here and the scam that they pull on us and the fact that they kind of turn us against each other because some of our people are very naive and wet behind the ears and, you know, they feed into this shit and think, oh, well, you're a hater. No, I'm fucking smart. I don't look up to what I'm gonna show you what you're looking up to. I'm gonna do these videos on DDG. I'm gonna do these videos on a lot of these celebrities and show the pinnacle point of them getting on. And you tell me, is this somebody that you should be admiring or thinking, oh, they're so cool, or oh, they got here from hard work? No, they're evil. They're doing weird, crazy, maniac shit just to continue when they get on to do more crazy, evil, weird ass shit to people. Hurt people. So yeah, I would love to like continue to talk about, you know, all these things that a lot of people just don't probably maybe missed and didn't know or didn't see. And then, like, please explain this. Like, on top of that, please explain these things. Like, how could you say that these people came from this and that's how they made it, hard work? Well, explain this shit. Why they all have these same kind of backgrounds? Explain it. Come on, it's the same scam as Italy and France. They all made in China. They're all Asiatic. They all work for them. It's some type of connection to it. The other side of the world is trying to overtake this side of the world, and we're just like, okay, all right. Like, come on, no. You're not overtaking my shit. But yeah, man, I hope you guys have a great Easter Sunday, whether you celebrate or not. It's like I said, I take time with holidays to try to be with people you care about. It's an excuse to be with people you care about. So whether you celebrate or not, just try to enjoy it with people you care about. Take time to enjoy yourself. Every Sunday, you know, should be enjoyable. And I do hope you enjoy tomorrow. I hope it's a nice day in New York too, so I can go outside. But yeah, guys, it was a time, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. Since this video did not work out, I'm going to try to come back up here within, like, not next week, but probably 2 weeks, because I really can't do back to back, especially when things aren't working. I'm gonna have to sit here and figure out what the issue is. But, you know, I am going to try to pop back up and start coming back up here and popping some stuff that needs to be said. And, of course, it's going to get taken. The things I say is going to be taken, and people are going to steal it and put it on bigger platforms and act like they said it. When I'm the one that said it all comes from the same factory, or it's no difference. They all doing da-da-da. When I was saying that, I didn't hear but so many people saying that. I don't know. Maybe let's pinpoint it, because I have my timestamps. Was other people saying that? Because I don't remember. I know that I say a lot of things. I call them sex slaves. I said they was getting molested as kids. I don't know a lot of people that was saying these specific things, and now they are out here saying it with their own mouths. So, told you fucking so's. Told you so's. Nobody's hating. I just got a brain. I was born with a fucking brain. I was born an American Negro pure breed, and it's very hard to get one over on us, even if we don't talk up and even if we don't group up together, because once we group up together, they'll be after us with their pitchforks and their sticks with fire, their fire pits, setting our houses on fire and shit again, like how they was doing before. Like, they don't like us fucking around together and just being geniuses all in one group. They can't stand it. They like to keep us separate, divide and conquering, as the Haitians would say. They love to divide and conquer. So, just me on me trying to, like, continue to talk sense into the YouTube. I'm going to be the sensible part of the YouTube area. So if you want things to make sense, come over here and I'll tell you that shit raw. Yeah, they getting fucked as kids. Yeah, they are. Most of these people are on drugs. Their parents are on drugs. A lot of these people do things for drugs. They don't even care about the money. They want access to them high potent drugs. Like, yeah, talk about them like what it really is. I'm not on no agenda. I'm not going to stick to a specific script. No, I'm going to talk about them like dogs. That's what they represent anyway. They're the opposite of God. They represent dog shit. But peace, guys. Have a good Sunday. Later. Love you, man. Sorry I can't see y'all, but I'm blowing kisses. Later. Bye.